Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
For my money, it's the best time of the year. Playoff football time. It's postseason action. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and...
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Wentz's pass.
Jalen Reagor, 68 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Gibson, ball carry.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
For Washington.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that number 1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it. But nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in. And we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play. But nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Shoves him away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. And it's
from midfield, here's Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Eagles 7, Washington 0.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of its hands quicker.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs. But this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off if at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
Sanders.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Throwing is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Gain of 9 yards.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. Throws pressure, gets him back at the 14. Chase Young able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Eagles 17. Washington, nothing.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
gain on the play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down.
Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz going to throw right side here. Complete. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Wentz to throw again. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the 4th and final game here on this Wild Card weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Sanders.
Number 26, Miles.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Wentz now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Into the red zone. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Washington, nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Washington offense set to take over. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. A big run there by Jones. And even 60 yards. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cameron Brate there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Brandon McManus for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
It is good.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Sanders
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
The 32-yard line. A gain of 4.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Wentz's pass. Complete to Mike.
So if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun now for Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Eagles 20, Washington 7.
Washington as they come onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Smith catches left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Not much there, only a yard. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz on target to Rager. 1st down Eagles. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Another nice pickup through.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And his kick is indeed good.
He is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
23. Washington 10.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And break, the tight end's got it.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Over the middle to Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pass intended for Michael Gallup.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the lead will shrink to 6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, Sanders. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.